starting at 0. That's a big number to start at, 0. This is my second YouTube channel, and my other YouTube channel I had started, now it's 10 years in the making. It's at 60,000 views, which is a long time to get that far, and really that's nothing in the grand scheme of things. There's a lot of other people who have channels that are only a couple of years old. They've got, 500,000 views easy, and if they were just to release content on a daily basis, they would have even more. And I truly have always wanted to do a vlog where I just do uncandid, talking into a camera. When I used to do DJ work, I used to run around with a camera every once in a while and just record certain little blips of video with friends out in the mall or whatever we were doing. And there was no YouTube back in that point in time. And if there was, I would already have a lot of views because there was a lot of interesting things I did with friends growing up that maybe I'm glad are not on YouTube. Neither here or there. What I do know is that I would like to be able to talk about some of what I have some knowledge in, which is technology. And one of the things that my vision is with the internet, where we're at today, where we should be personally, how I see it, is a lot different than what the reality is currently. So what I'm trying to say is that basically everybody has the ability to own a .com. I think everybody has wanted to register a .com, and then that bubble has already burst. People bought .coms and just bought names, but didn't necessarily know what to do with them. In today's climate for the internet, everybody has the ability to own a website and update that website on their own. If you can update a Facebook profile, you can have your own .com. It's that simple. To be honest with you, you can pull the information off of Facebook and put that on your .com, and you already have content. So however long you've had a Facebook profile, most of us have had a Facebook profile for over about 6 or 7 years on average, I would say. And if you just go to your settings in your Facebook, you can download all of your data and content in one file. Now, I have created a .com before to promote this idea that Facebook, you should just download your content, and basically I could show you how to create your own .com with that content. I just never really found a great system for it, because as you download your information from Facebook, it becomes kind of cluttered and unnamed and just random numbers and digits, and there's a lot of information there. So basically anything you've ever uploaded to their website in their database, you can download. And if, of course, a lot of people have always wanted to delete their account. I know that I deal with that from time to time, where I just feel like this has got to end. But, I just continue on because all my information is there. However, if you do feel like deleting all of your Facebook data, before you do it, download it and, store it. And, absolutely upload it to drive.google.com and just store it in a file. Don't necessarily have to share that, but at least you have a copy of everything before you actually do delete your Facebook profile, if you were ever wanting to do that. And what you should do with your information, if you really wanted to, create another profile and go through everything you've ever posted online with Facebook and see, some things maybe you do want to share with the world, and continue from there and control your own information from there and update it from your phone. You can do that using something called WordPress. If you're not familiar, Google WordPress. It's simple and easy to get started, and you could just create a WordPress website and point your .com to that WordPress website and share that .com with other people. For example, my WordPress website is djcrazyjimmy.com. I've used it for several years on and off. I have other websites as well that use my WordPress system that, is out there. A lot of the internet runs off of WordPress. RadioMeLive.com is a WordPress website, and it just has, information on how to access my music streaming service. So basically, that is a really easy way to manage content. If I write a Facebook profile, if I write a Facebook message now, what I do is I copy that writing and I copy it over to my djcrazyjimmy.com blog, and I just post it there. Sometimes I expand on it, or I record a video like I am right now is what I'm wanting to do is create a video related to what I'm writing about and then post the video on my website, as well as, you know, a description I write in the description. So if I feel like doing a video like I am right now, I'll write something pertaining to what this video is, expand on my ideas in the writing, and then copy all that over to my website, so I do own my own creation. And it's not some corporate conglomerate that's making money off of my videos and that's it. It's them still probably making money off of my videos or whatever I create, but I also have a copy of it on my own servers that I own outright. And I can control how that media is, you know, at that point I can expand or delete or modify, or if I feel like going back and editing my writing, because I do it on the fly and I don't necessarily have a lot of time to sit down and dedicate, you know, 2 or 3 hours an article or anything. I just write some words and put it up there and find some tags off the internet and put them on there, and then I know Google will search it and make it relevant. You know, so this is the things people can do. If you go to domains.google.com, absolutely forget about GoDaddy, forget about all of the other registrars on the internet, and just, I'm not even going to mention it anymore. Just go to domains.google.com. And you got to have a Google account already. If you have one, I'm sure a lot of people do. If you don't, I mean, where are you? I mean, you've been living under a rock anyway. But go to domains.google.com, register your name. Don't have to come up with any fancy names or ideas. Just register your own name, and you can have your own email. You know, just have your name at yourlastname.com. See if it's available. There are so many other domains that are available right now, like .xyz, there's .party, there's I mean, there's all kinds of weird domains that are available for less than $3, $2.99, $1.99. I mean, I registered Pandora.party, and that's, I registered Pandora.party, not .com, but Pandora.party for $2. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the domain yet, but I can forward it easily to anything I want. So I have that domain for $2. It's easy. Register a domain, domains.google.com, and don't be afraid to download all of your Facebook content today, and get a hold of me or ask me in the comment sections on these videos, you know, how do I get started? What do I got to do? You know, or I have, you know, a WordPress website. What should I do to, you know, what other options can I have for like database server-side applications? You know, there are a lot of like photo bucket websites or whatever they are nowadays, where like Flickr or whatever. You can have your own, basically Flickr on your own WordPress website. There's easy plugins you can download for free, and you know, you can integrate all the photos you've ever had on Facebook on that website at no cost, other than trying to find a host to manage your WordPress site. That may be the only cost, and usually you can find a really good hosting website for less than $100 a year, and that's not a lot of money to be able to control all of your information. Yes, the only reason Facebook is free and always will be free is because they decided they're going to pay for the hosting, and that they're going to give you the ability to update and have a web presence. However, they will never allow your information to be indexed by Google, Yahoo, Bing, which will make the world available to what you're actually trying to put out in the world. So your friends list of however many selected people you have in your life, or you may not necessarily know, that have access to your Facebook profile, are the only ones that will ever be able to see it. You know, not the entire world will ever be able to see your profile. You know, you'll never really be able to have your information indexed on Google, Bing, or Yahoo, or any of the other search engines, because Facebook has made that impossible. They just made it so search engines are not allowed to index Facebook. And that, you know, that's not how the internet was supposed to be created, why it was created. You know, it's freedom of information. Basically, if you want that information to be available, if you have a message you want to share, why limit it to just a few people to get a couple, you know, thumb up likes or whatever? I mean, why not share that with the rest of the world? If you're going to spend the time of day on the internet to create content for, you know, to be seen or heard or share your opinion, why not share that with the world? There's nothing wrong with that. So register a domain at domain.google.com. See, I'm not telling you in this video to do something so I make money. I'm telling it to the average person because I think the people should have the control, not the corporations, not Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, MySpace, is an empty parking lot. But I mean, those major big companies that control social media, it's got to have a balance to the real world of just people, we the people with US, but I mean, Jesus, the rest of the world, the ICANN, the Internet Corporation of Assigned Names and Numbers controls all of the Internet on how, everything works, .coms and TLD, top-level domains. You have the ability to register a top-level domain name. It's just like having a phone number. For the internet, but instead of having a phone number, it's like having an email address. It's the ability to reference a name, just like my first and last name used to be able to find in the phone book. Your TLD, your top level domain, points to a number, and that number points to a computer on a server somewhere, and then you can control that. Now with the WordPress, and it's very easy. Anybody can do it. And I recommend WordPress, but there's all these other CMSs, content management services. You can get them, Joomla, there's Mambo, there's all kinds of other really, really good CMSs out there. And every major news corporation in the world uses these and modifies them to their brand. So why can't you do it? This is the thing. If you're going to spend 5-6 hours a week, I mean, at the least on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, you can spend that time, take it away from all those things, and just developing your own thing. And you know what? People will jump on board because they see that you're doing something unique and different. And you'll have people helping you do something and maybe make some money with it. You never know. I'm all about the entrepreneurial spirit and not having something with a limit. The sky's the limit. I don't want to have a limit, on possibility. So the thing is, if I go to work for $10 an hour, I'm never going to make more than $10 an hour. But if I go work on a project, if it's successful in how I implement different, portions of my project in my time and my effort, and I do things correctly, I can grow those numbers to be unlimited. And that's kind of the millions, hundreds of millions. If you really want it, it's out there. But the internet is so very young. The internet is very, very young. It's it's not even a teenager, really, to be honest with you. And teenagers are rebellious. So I mean, the internet's rebellious in its own way. It's getting to be where everybody's sick of major corporations controlling our pictures and our media, how they want us to view our own information, but nobody really wants to basically take the effort to try to combat that, because I don't think really it's not that anybody doesn't want to, it's just that they don't know how or what to do. And it really starts with downloading your information off of Facebook, because that's where most of our information is. Downloading that in a zip file, opening that zip file and going, okay, what is this? And creating a WordPress website today and uploading all that information to it and just sorting through it. And absolutely refuse yourself to keep uploading to Facebook, and that way you don't have to keep downloading that information as time moves forward. That's what I deal with personally. It's hard for me to not upload to Facebook. I know everybody's like, oh, my friends and family, all my close relatives, that's how I deal with them. And on Messenger, we used to text people, but now we're all on Messenger. But Messenger and Facebook are two separate things, but they're the same website. If you're on the .com, on a computer, you can access the Messenger. But if you're on a phone, it's a Messenger, you have to have the app now. So there's ways to actually implement on your own WordPress website where you still have the ability for people on Facebook to come on your website and interact with you. However, for me personally, I don't like to see Facebook on my website at all. I don't like to be reminded of the website on my own .com. It pisses me off. Facebook as a whole, I think, could have done a lot better job to where they are currently is to where they are today, and where they should be today, actually. And it's just sad to me to see that they're not really getting better as a whole. It's really trying to represent individuals. They're continuing on with the same process that's always been As it's been explained to me, if you throw shit against the wall, it's always going to be shit. You can't make it any different than what it is. You're going to call that what it is. It's shit. And to be honest with you, that's how I think. Everybody is starting to realize Facebook is just taking more of our time, and it really doesn't change. It's not going to get any better. It's not about music. It's not about film or art. It's just about thumbs up, thumbs down, and a couple emoticons that they created out of thin air and just to keep you on their site so you communicate with your relatives. But really, what are they doing? Making money off of our $5 promotions for a post we made so more people can see our post and get more thumbs up. Doesn't do anything for anybody. Anyway, if you do have a WordPress website, go to AdSense.com and create an AdSense account. I can't unfortunately own one because of invalid click activity, but that's a way to make money with Google, even though I fucking hate Google and Facebook and a whole. If you have to at least get away from Facebook, that's a good place to start is Google. So that's what it is. Anyway, djcrazyjimmy.com is my blog. I rant on it. I write. I don't even expect people to really read it or watch it. But you know what? If people do, that's great because, at least I get heard. But really, to be honest with you, when I write, I just write to entertain people. I don't even take myself seriously in my writing sometimes. I just write because I'm mad about something or whatever. But that doesn't really represent who I am because that's just a portion of who I am. I just, when I sit and write, it's a strain of thoughts and it's just a way to have a release. Anyway, neither here or there. Check out my SoundCloud. It's DJ Crazy Jimmy. My Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all that is DJ Crazy Jimmy. Always has been, always will be. Unfortunately, fuck Facebook, but that's what it is. DJ Crazy Jimmy on Facebook. I don't even really go on that. It's all automated posts that I pull from things I find interesting just to try to stay relevant on Facebook. So that's not really even me posting. It's me automating posts that I had reviewed before, finding that it's pertaining to the type of music or something with entertainment that I like. Just so I get more insight on numbers with people that like my page. So that's the reality of the situation. And as always, go to the Google Play Store and download the app DJ Crazy Jimmy. It's 12 internet radio stations that run 24 hours a day. Check it out. Please listen to my music. It's, that's what it's all about anyway, right? DJ Crazy Jimmy, 601-336-0052. You can leave messages. It's a recorded line that you can leave messages and just be silly with it, blow it up. I don't care what you say on it because I don't take it seriously. If you are serious on there, that's cool. But if you're not, why not blow it up? I don't care. But I have access to it. There's a disclaimer on that phone number saying that I can use any message you leave on air on my radio stations if I see fit. So if you leave a message, it might end up on my radio stations because it's ridiculous and I find it funny and maybe other people can laugh at it too. So that's what it's really about. And you'll hear that if you leave a message or call the phone number. It's 601-336-0052. Have a good one. Peace out.